Hi everyone, it's Dina Proctor. Thanks so much for tuning in. The topic for today's video, the topic in question, is how to deal with food cravings. And if you know anything about me, you know that I've dealt with my own issues with cravings and addictions, all of that before. So I have a couple of tips and tricks that have helped my clients, have definitely helped me, and I'm hoping that they help you. The first thing that I would advise, if you're feeling an overwhelming craving coming over you in this moment, you know that feeling, that urgency, that compulsion to just eat an entire cake or an entire bag of cookies, all things that I've done in the past, just feels so overwhelming you have to give into it. I understand the urgency and compulsion that comes with a craving. One of the things I do when I'm in that heat wave of a craving being coming over me right in this moment is reaching for a glass of water. I know that sounds overly simple, but here's how I kind of manage it is one of the things that's most important in dealing with cravings, rewiring our brain patterns, and creating new behaviors for ourselves is to be able to interrupt the old patterns. So drinking down a glass of water before you give into a craving is actually interrupting your brain patterning. And if you interrupt it constantly and consistently enough, the craving will come back fewer and further between. So the practice is to pour a giant glass of water, and as you're drinking it, breathe in deeply and remind yourself, I know if I know that if I honor this feeling and this wave of craving that's going through me right now, it will pass. I know that I can breathe through this right now and it will pass. And if it's still there and urgent and I want to give into it after I drink this glass of water, it's okay. It's within my free will to be able to do so. But before I do that, I'm going to be drinking down this glass of water and breathing through the compulsion of the craving that I'm feeling right now. Because when you interrupt that old programming and you're not just run by it, you're not just giving into it in the moment that you feel it, you're creating space around an old compulsive behavior. And that's extremely important if you want to make progress. So it is just a first step, but it's an important first step in order to be able to eliminate cravings altogether. I would also couple this with an intuitive eating practice, not just interrupting cravings and that being the only thing that you do. This is just kind of a triage measure if you're feeling a craving coming on. If you notice that after you have the glass of water and it's been a couple minutes and you feel a wave of the craving coming on again, let yourself breathe through it. Let yourself experience it. Let yourself just feel it and just be there with it. There's nothing bad is going to happen if you give into it, if you don't give into it. Everything is okay. Remind yourself that you're safe in this moment, that it's just a craving. It's just a wave of compulsion. It's just an overwhelming feeling that's running through you right now, and it's okay. As you lower your resistance to it and let it pass through, it will pass. This has been my experience. Or if you need to distract yourself with something small, maybe go and take yourself for a walk around the block, or call a friend, call a mentor. If if you have somebody you're staying accountable to with your meditation and eating practice and health practices, call your mentor, call a buddy, call a friend, and talk through what you're going through. You don't have to go through this alone. Sometimes just interrupting it in that small way, either drinking your glass of water, calling someone, distracting yourself with another activity, will get you through that compulsion. And the more frequently you're able to interrupt it without giving into it, the craving is going to kind of learn. It's going to train itself that it no longer has the power over you that it used to. It will subside. You'll find that in time the cravings become fewer and further between. So I hope that this is helpful for you. I know that I've struggled with cravings so much in the past. It's something that's really important to be able to have a way of handling, and I hope this is helpful for you. So thank you so much for tuning in as always, and I hope you have a really, really wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you next time.